All right, y'all, what's up? And welcome to the 20th edition of Teaching Tuesday. It's a momentous occasion, number 20. So, pat myself on the back there. All right, so this week we are going to go over how to comp on a great standard entitled There'll Never Be Another You. I'm sure a lot of you know it. If you don't know it, I would definitely recommend learning it. It's one of the first tunes I ever learned in a real way, like actually memorized back in high school. And I think it's a great tune, a great like first tune to learn because it has so many of the harmonic movements that happen in jazz, like 85% of the movements that a lot of standards will have. So it's a great vehicle to learn jazz harmony with. We're going to play in the key of E flat. And yeah, so I'm going to just, play it and tell you what it is later, as we always do. So here we go. All right, so let's dissect that a little bit. So we're using kind of mostly smaller voicings here. This is kind of, I would say, mainly for I'm kind of playing a more supportive role. So maybe in like a guitar duo setting or kind of something that's maybe where I'm just the only accompanist, like two guitars or like guitar and a bass or a guitar and a vocalist, something like that. To comp with a horn and a full band, I'm gonna probably play less roots and a little bit more on top. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, so we start out with a very simple E flat major 7 here, and I'm just playing the root, 3rd, and 7th. And I'm doing a lot of sidestepping. So if you noticed, I'm playing like 2 or 3 chords for every chord. And it sounds kind of complex, but it's actually really simple. So I'll kind of walk you through it. So I go, and I'm just going up chromatically in a half step and going back down. I'm also playing, just by the way, hybrid style. So pick and fingers. I'm mostly using like pick and second and third finger. So, and then side step to get to the D minor, and so I'm doing an E flat minor 7, and for the D minor or for both those, I'm just doing root, 3rd, and 7th. It's just the same style of voicing that I did before on the E flat. So I'm not putting in the flat 5. It's not completely necessary. So and I like this style of voicing. So I'm just sidestepping to the D minor, and then I think I did that. So and then I'm sidestepping to the G7. So I'm just playing one half step up before going there. So it sounds like it's really complicated, but it's actually very simple. So just to recap, we have maybe it was actually, there we go. So then I play the G7, and now I'm actually playing something a little bit different here. So this is just a diminished voicing. So it's basically just, you can think of it as like a B diminished with what do you call that? A 6th there, or it's just, it's an inversion of a G7. So it's basically, we have the 3rd, the flat 9, 5th, and root there. And then here we're doing a little, so we get to the C minor 7. We're kind of going up a little bit of like a passing diminished thing. So we go C minor, and then we go to like a D diminished, or however you want to think of that, into like an E flat, 6 or That's from the passing diminished thing that you can check out in my other video. Actually, if you don't know about that, you can check out my passing diminished video to check out what I'm talking about there. And then instead of going up to F7, because I don't want to go that high, it's going to be too high. So I go, then I go back to F7 here. Now there's no F7 in the actual song, like it just goes straight from C minor to B flat minor, but you know, what can we put in between those chords? Obviously the 5 of B flat minor. It's very simple. So then we get to B flat minor, and then another side step, just a half step up, and then we get to the E flat 7, and then here another side step. I play A7 though, not A flat major 7, not an A major 7. You could do that, but it's a little smoother to go. Right, okay. And then we play A flat major 7, just those 3 notes again. And I think I did a little voice, like a little inner voice movement here. So we go 7 to 6, really nice movement. And then to D flat 7, again, these are all these tiny little 3-note voicings that I like. And then we go E flat major 7, and then D diminished here, which is kind of a passing chord. Then the tune just goes, I think, straight from E flat major 7 to C minor 7, but we're gonna put a chord in between there. You know, it's also just a G7, but with a D in the bass, right? And then we get to C minor 7. Okay, then I went down here, and we did an F sus to an F7. And then I think I went up here, so just another side step. So we're just going half a step above the F minor 7. And then just, you know, straight up the side step tutorial playbook here. So F minor 7, B7, the quick B7 to B flat 7, and then E7. So that's just all half step movements, nothing fancy. So from the E flat major going to C minor,